I'm a hypnotherapist, and this is something I understand. So, both personally and professionally, it's not because hypnotherapy doesn't work, but it's because we're looking at different layers and treating different layers. Yeah. So, the weight loss drug, it does do something really important. It changes your appetite and stops the food noise. And for people who've struggled with food noise for most of their life, that is just like magic. It's just a huge thing. Yeah. And so the weight falls off and you creep closer to your ideal weight, and it just feels wonderful. It's like something you never thought you'd manage to get, too. So it changes everything. Food feels easier. You're not thinking about it all the time. You feel more in control. But here's the part many people don't expect, yeah? It doesn't change the story. It just quietens the noise, which is great. But the story carries on, running everything beneath, yeah? And when that noise quietens, yeah, you've got more time to think about the story, about why you used to overeat, why you used to turn to food, maybe for comfort, for safety, distraction, boredom. Yeah, lots of different things. So the injection doesn't change the part of you that learnt to use food to cope, or the part of you that links how you feel to how you look. So our food and eating habits don't disappear just because we're on the weight loss drug. Yeah, we don't think about food. As I said, that noise goes quiet, but our underlying beliefs are still there. How we feel, how we cope, how we are distracted. It's about comfort. For some people, it can actually be about safety. It's a bigger thing entirely. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the dog bit now because I always do. When you get to know me, you'll know I'm dog mad, but we can learn so much from them. And in this case, yeah, dogs don't overthink about food. They just eat when they're hungry, and stop when they're full, apart from Labradors who just constantly eat. Yeah, don't we love them? So, yeah, Labradors aside, dogs are pretty good at stopping when they're full. There's no guilt, there's no judgment, there's no overthinking. Yeah. And somewhere along the way, we moved away from that. We used food for a certain thing. Yeah. Within our life, coping, as I say, boredom, loneliness, safety. This is what we need to sort of try and come back to, because when we come off the weight loss jab, those stories, they are still there. They've been underneath it all the time. Yeah. And as you come off the drug, they will reappear. Yeah. And we have to look at them and find out how we can change them so that as we come off the injection, we sustain the weight loss and that feel good factor. But these beliefs, they are subconscious. Yeah. They automatically kick in until we look at them. Yeah. So when the food noise goes quiet, you're left with something, space. Yeah. And in the space, the patterns become more visible. So when you're on the drug, it's a really good idea to start looking at those patterns before you come off. Yeah. Let's look at my relationship with food and see what I can do so that when I come off the weight loss injection, these beliefs are healthier, make healthier choices. Yeah. We bring awareness into it. We understand why we turn to food in certain situations because we do it mindlessly. Subconscious runs the show. So the stories, the patterns, they haven't gone away with the weight, with the appetite. They're always there. They've always been there. So that's why coming off the injection can feel harder um, than people expect. Because when that support changes, those patterns, they can feel really loud again. It's easy to quickly think I'm going backwards, but you're not. You're just meeting the part of you that was already there, that was always there. Yeah. And by looking at that part, we can change our beliefs around food because you can do it. The weight loss drug gave you the appetite suppressant, that is great. You lost the weight and you feel wonderful. You love clothes shopping, you just feel good in yourself again. And want to sustain that, of course you do. And this is your big chance to do it. This is where we're at without the injection. Yeah. So this work isn't about controlling food. It's about understanding what's underneath it. Yeah. So if this resonates with you, I'll be sharing more of this here on this channel. And it's about how you can start to rebuild that relationship with yourself and food again as you come off the injection.